GMS fam, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the GMS show. We are live, we are here, we are healthy, we are blessed. What's going on, man? All positive energy to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. Excuse me. I hope everybody's having good has good energy and good spirits. Everybody is having a great Tuesday. Feels like a Monday to me. But, haven't did the show in a few days. Been in Denver with the fam, man. We had a really good time. Got super high. It's a very great time, man. Was going to do a show Sunday, but decided not to. Could have did a show yesterday, but was on the road for 14 fucking hours. Didn't get home till 3 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy, man. But despite that long ass drive, Colorado was great, man. I love Denver. That was my 5th time going. My oldest brother lives there, so I'm gonna be going there frequently. I advise anybody to go if you haven't been, or if you did go, fucking go again. It's a beautiful fucking place. It's just great to be there. Now, we got to get back to the bullshit, everybody, because some things are happening in the world. And we have to speak on these things. And one of those things right now, that the first thing I'm going to get out the way, I have to get this out the way because this thing just popped up today, and I want to be able to talk about this and get y'all views on it, my GMS fam out there. So, apparently, allegedly, there was a woman who was assaulted by Chris Brown. They said that the woman accused him of hitting her so hard that her weave fell off of her head. Now, they say the incident is being investigated as battery and will be referred to the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office, according to a police spokesperson. I don't know what to think about this, guys, because there's a lot of things that people do in this world that I don't understand. One of them is being so fucking insecure and being so fucking weak that you gotta put your hands on a woman. There's only a few times when you have to. Well, one time. If a motherfucker is trying to kill you, that person is not, at that moment, someone you should respect as far as not defending yourself. Other than that, a woman can get loud. A woman can call me whatever she wants. A woman can try to slap me up or punch me in the face, whatever the case may be. That's just me. I'm not gonna hit her. I'll probably, hold her to the point where she can't actually physically hit me. But I'm not gonna beat her up, especially if I know I can. That's some weak ass shit to do. It's just I don't understand this because I know he knows his reputation. I know he knows what would come of this if this was something that actually happened. I don't understand certain people's choices, man. If this is something that is true, which we definitely have to wait to hear if this is facts or not, because I cannot see somebody who has basically got their name drugged through the mud for years for this exact reason will go and do something like this again. And I know a lot of people are going to say a lot of people are second offenders and whatnot, but it's I don't get what be going through people's heads. I don't get what makes people do the things that they do, especially when it comes to something so heinous as just random. Or I don't even know the story behind this. I don't know the full story behind this. I just know that they're reporting about this. So we're gonna read about this right now. It says Grammy-winning singer Chris Brown was accused of hitting a woman during an argument in Los Angeles home an argument in a Los Angeles home on Friday, authorities said. I thought it said his. A spokesperson for the Los Angeles Police Department told NBC News Tuesday that officers responded to a report of an argument at a residence in the 19600 block of Citrus Ridge Drive in the San Fernando Valley area of Los Angeles. The incident is being investigated as a battery and will be referred to the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office, according to spokesperson. Few details have been released, but TMZ reported that the woman alleged that Brown smacked her in the head hard enough for her hair weave to fall out. No injuries were reported, and it was unclear if Brown would face any charges. Brown's attorneys did not immediately respond to a request for comment Tuesday. Brown, 32, has faced, whatever. So here we are at the point where they are talking about it. First of all, this is Chris Brown allegedly putting his hands on a woman. There's no way that there's no video of the aftermath, even if somebody didn't catch the actual action. If it did happen, there's no video of the aftermath. There's no actual details of what actually happened as far as like the altercation or the argument. All we know is that there's a woman who alleged that Chris Brown smacked her in the head so hard that her weave fell out. Now, forgive me if I feel like the media is fucking weird, but the fact that they added that into the story, because there's more than just this headline. There's other headlines out right now that are saying Chris Brown smacked the girl so hard that her weave fell out. These are certain tactics, I think, that is like making people look guilty before proven innocent. Because the slander has already begun on the internet, and everybody is already, oh, you didn't know Chris Brown was this, and a shame on everybody for thinking Chris Brown could not beat a woman, and all this other shit. But what if this didn't actually happen? What if this was somebody who knows Chris Brown's reputation and was like, you know what? We got into an argument. Let's say they dig in. First of all, it's never wrong for a dude and a woman to get in an argument. It happens all the fucking time. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to shame him if he went back and forth, going back and forth with somebody. If they was talking crazy to him and he was talking crazy to that person, it don't matter. If it's just words, it's words. Now, I just don't understand how like people could do like the type of shit where, okay, I'm this mad, so I'm gonna just start saying that this happened, and I know this person's reputation, I know this person's history. I'm just gonna say that this person smacked me so hard that my weave fell out. Now, I don't know if Chris Brown has responded to these allegations. Hold on, let me check. Let me check, sir. Hold on now. Let me check. See if Chris Brown has denied these allegations. I don't see any he denied anything, but at this point, I think the best thing for people like Chris Brown to do is when this shit happens, shut the fuck up and let the facts come out about it. Because honestly, the more you speak on shit, the more social media has a lot to run with. And honestly, if this is something that didn't happen, I just sit back and just be quiet. Because honestly, at this point, it's people that think what they think. There's people that are gonna say what they're gonna say. There's people that are gonna make you try to feel like, you're wrong for something that you didn't do. And I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm not saying he did do it. I'm just giving y'all the what ifs. I gave you the what if for what it was if he actually did. I'm giving you the what if he didn't. I think it will be fucked up, and I think a lot of people actually kind of do shit like that in Hollywood specifically because of the simple fact that people can get away with, saying that this famous person did this. And there doesn't need to be much fact behind it. You can hang out with you can just so happen to be in the same room as somebody and, either be at a party with somebody and there's a famous person there and you find your way over to say something to them and they'd be like, nah, I don't fuck with you. Next thing you know, you got a story out like, oh, just because this person was mean or didn't want to fuck with you or say something to you or talk to you, all of a sudden now you got a story about them doing something to you at a party or some shit. Now, I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not fucking saying that creepy motherfuckers don't exist and motherfuckers be doing shit. I'm just saying that we can never put the other shit behind us. Because when you straight up just start taking every single story as fact, you're opening the door for people to disregard other people's real traumas. So like if somebody actually went through some shit, they have to really heal from that shit. Then you have the motherfuckers who are sprinkled in who just want to benefit from being a part of a story. You know, having their name circulate through the media and have people search them and follow them and get they buzz up and be the person that was known to be attached to this celebrity's name in some type of controversy. That shit really happens. What up, lady? What up, JR? So, you know, not much I can really say about this besides the fact that, you know, I hope it's not true. Because that would be really fucking stupid if Chris Brown decided to just once again throw everything the fuck away and just be the enemy of everybody in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like the everybody's enemy. Like he's forever gonna be known as the dude who could have had the potential to be the greatest, one of the greatest R&B stars of all time, but he'll have woman beater attached to his name. And that's just how shit goes. And I really hope that wasn't, you know, I hope that's not the case for his legacy. Like I said, I hope this isn't true because Chris Brown is a very talented individual, multi-talented, not just singing and dancing. He's very talented at doing art, drawing, painting, spray painting, all that type of shit, and just being an overall just a dope entertainer. It'll really be sad that his legacy will go down as being somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's very easy for that to happen in this industry. So I hope this works out for him, man. And if it doesn't, man, I guess we'll just see what the fuck happens to his career from there and watch the spiral as it happens in real time. But yeah, like I said, hopefully it doesn't happen. Chris Brown, man, if this is true, if it's true, man, I really hope nobody else fucks with this motherfucker. I'm just saying, because that shit's wild. Now, let's get on to this shit, man. I have to talk about this. I have to talk about this because this really irks me. And just being somebody who is an artist myself, you know, just to stay on the artist page of things on this show, because we're gonna talk about all artists on this motherfucker. But there was a story that surfaced yesterday. Tpain was a part of a program where he was talking about certain things that happened, and one of the things that he talked about was a time where he was on a plane in 2013, headed to the BET Awards. Usher was on the plane, and y'all just listen to what he said. YouTube, don't block me.
We was actually going to the 2013 BET Awards, and we were all in first class, and I went to sleep. I was awakened by the flight attendant. She said, Usher would like to talk to you in the back. So I got up and went back, and it was like, you know, how's everything going? Quick small talk, no big deal. And he was like, man, I want to tell you something, man. I was like, what's good? I thought he was about to tell me something real. He sounded real concerned. He was like, man, you kind of fucked up music. I didn't understand. Usher was my friend. He was like, nah, man, you really fucked up music for real singers. Literally at that point, I couldn't listen. Is he right? Did I fuck this up? Did I fuck up music? And that is the very moment. And I don't even think I realized this for a long time. That's the very moment that started like a 4-year depression for me.
Think about that shit, man. We talking about somebody who elevated music in a way where you couldn't hear a song without a Tpain feature between I don't know what span of years in hip hop. Like you couldn't hear a song without Tpain on it. You couldn't listen to the radio without hearing Tpain. You couldn't see the TV without seeing Tpain. Every music video rotation had at least 2 or 3 Tpain videos and songs on it, whether it be his own or in features. Tpain did a lot for music. And I think the narrative behind autotune has gotten so twisted and weird that people just automatically dismiss it as something that's just bad. Like, oh my God, everybody uses autotune. Yeah, I get it. But some people know how to use it. Some people don't. And also, you don't need autotune to make a hit song. It's just that's kind of what people feel like they have to do. I think autotune isn't a bad thing at all. I think if you know how to use it and you can capitalize and make a living off of it, go ahead. I think that's the purpose behind some people's, reason for making music. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to be financially stable. Some people want to, build notoriety, become famous, whatever. If they know how to do it, they know how to use it, that they do your thing. But I think, of course, we can go back to Zapp Rogers. We can go back to everybody else, Teddy Riley, all these people that used autotune back in the day. But Tpain came and actually made it to the point where for one, Tpain can sing. Let's not get shit twisted. Tpain can sing his ass off. He does not need autotune whatsoever. And if you know Tpain, then you know that I'm speaking facts. He can sing his ass off. But when you can sing, it's better for when you use autotune. And I think he knew how to manipulate that system to where, okay, I know how to sing. I know how to use autotune. I know how to harmonize. I can make these songs. I can, make my dreams come true. And he followed through with that. And I think a lot of people hated on the fact that he was everywhere and that he was using autotune to elevate his career, even though it was something that I think fit him so perfectly. Like, I don't think there's anybody, regardless of even the people that did it before him back in the day, there's nobody who has used autotune as good as Tpain. Fight me if you disagree. Tpain is the best user of autotune out of anybody who uses it. And he has more hits than anybody who has ever used autotune. And his songs will stand the test of time, which they are right now in this generation. On top of that, just him just getting his voice back in the industry, as far as like just him, continuing to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Tpain could ever be irrelevant. I think there was a time where he felt like he was. I was watching interviews with him, when I think he felt like he was on a downward spiral. I feel like he felt like he was falling off and that nobody gave a fuck. Nobody liked him anymore. They just thought he was washed up. But it was like everybody still had so much respect for him and so much love for him that there was no way people couldn't show their love and respect when Tpain was around or when Tpain did some shit. And I think his energy that surrounded himself, as far as how he felt about himself, is what brought him down, not anybody else. Or the fans, because people love Tpain, man. The fans love Tpain, no matter what he's doing. First of all, Tpain is a very entertaining person. He's not just somebody out there singing, using autotune and making songs. Tpain is a very, very entertaining person. He's fucking hilarious. Tpain is funny as shit. And I can't wait for him to get his own like show. I know he has a Twitch, and I think he has a podcast. But I want that's the type of person that needs to be where he is. Like he earned his spot doing whatever it is that he wants to do in this industry, in my opinion. What up, Corin? What up, Kid at Heart? He made autotune fun. Yeah, he did. Now, Usher, on the other hand, Usher has been in some really sus shit over the past few years, being in the tabloids for everything else but music. Now, I was Usher fan, man, back in the day. You know, I got that fucking 80 whatever fucking something thousand album he had. Niggas cop Confessions. Shout out to my older brother Jamel. He copped Confessions and had us listening to that fucking album. That album was great. We're not gonna take away from that. Usher made a fucking incredible album, which was Confessions. But he has been into some stupid shit that has gotten his name dragged across the mud. And I think it's a lot of motherfuckers like this who put up a facade in the industry who try to pretend to be a certain type of way. You know, they kind of live off of this character that they built around their name in the artist that they are. And then behind closed doors and behind the scenes do some weird shit like wake somebody up out of their fucking sleep when they're on the way to the BET Awards to tell them that they're fucking up music, when they're clearly there with y'all for a reason. And I think a lot of people in the industry, like people like Usher, have a fucking ego problem and have a jealousy problem of other people, especially when you feel like you're on top and you're one of the top artists and everybody loves you. And then here comes somebody who isn't using their original vocals and using auto-tune. And then all of a sudden you feel like somebody's cheating the game to get to where they are now, even though you know that shit sounds good. You know that shit, and I think that's what hurts people even more. Imagine if Tpain came out and had auto-tune and his music was trash. First of all, he wouldn't have been on that plane. Second of all, nobody would have cared about auto-tune being used from anybody that was making trash music. He knew how to use it. He knew how to make hits with it. He knew how to produce. He knew how to write. He was doing so much shit for everybody. Every time, like I said before, every time you turn around, you hear a Tpain verse on the song, a feature or whatever, whether it's his original song or whether it's him being featured on some shit. A lot of motherfuckers can't handle that. Imagine you as a top artist, imagine every time you turn on the radio and it's not you. And it's somebody else who's new and using auto-tune, and you're supposed to be this great R&B singer who's known for using your vocals and blah, 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 blah. That's some whole shit to do. And you woke somebody up out of their sleep. What type of weird shit is that? You woke somebody up out their sleep. First of all, you didn't even give this man the courtesy to get up and go to him yourself. You went and got a stewardess to go get him like you was Mr. Hot Shit, and I gotta go tap this artist over here and have him come meet me in the back in front of my peons and fucking try to chastise him for doing what he loves. That is some weird ass shit to do. And it wasn't no constructive criticism. It wasn't somebody just trying to give pointers or anything like that. No, that was a hating ass nigga sitting in the back thinking to himself. That's the first of all, Usher had to be in the back thinking to himself, man, I fucking hate Tpain. Why is Tpain on this plane? All he does is use auto-tune and everybody loves him for using auto-tune. He don't even use his real voice. I'm a real singer. I'm the R&B star here. He can't be coming over here popping up at the BET Awards and having his name next to mine. You know what? Let me remind him that I'm fucking Usher Raymond, USHERRA. Get the fuck out of here on some weird ass shit. And don't nobody should ever cape for some shit like that. That is the weirdest shit of all time. And people, and like they said, there's a lot of people that owe Tpain a fucking apology because Tpain was out here doing what he was doing and not causing no problems, wasn't causing no beef. He wasn't trying to step on nobody's toes. He was always out here showing love, doing free features, being somebody like Tpain back in the early 2000s era. Come on now. Every song Tpain touched in that era went platinum. I'm just saying, give that man his respect. The Cat in the Hat said Future took Tpain auto-tune shit and elevated it. Future, Gucci, Waka, Lil Wayne is the fathers of today's rappers. Yeah, I don't debate that. I don't debate that. But they took it in a way where in rap form, in hip hop form, they took that and made it their own and birthed a lot of rappers from that. I don't think rappers were birthed from Tpain. I think this, the wave of people continuously using autotune because they heard it every single day on the radio from that one person. Like I said, it wasn't just Tpain songs. For one, Tpain had multiple hits himself, but he also had multiple hits that he was featured on. So when you heard him on the radio, you didn't just hear a Tpain song. You heard this person featuring Tpain. You heard at least, I don't know how many Tpain songs in rotation, to the point where that's all people heard. And they're like, oh, this is working. This was getting on the radio. This is what's getting the most play. I'm going to start using autotune and everything. Then turn around. First of all, after Usher did that, said that fuck shit and did that weird shit on that plane, he turned around and made OMG and had autotune all through the shit. Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about how somebody could sit up in the plane, irking their own nerves, causing their own stress, thinking about somebody else's success, to the point where they had to wake that person up via stewardess, have him come to the back and tell him that he's fucking up music, only to turn around and go and do the same shit and make a hit off the same shit you chastised him for. Which I see that as a trend in the industry. When, like I said, when you somebody who is apparently hot shit and you out here doing the damn thing and you top 5 whatever popular motherfuckers and entertainers out there, you gonna want to do what it takes to stay at the top. And if you see that your way ain't working no more and you see these people making it, now you're gonna start using their own shit. Trying to adapt to their what that person's style is, so that you can continue the momentum and continue people liking you. And it's funny because now that I look back at it, Usher did a lot of shit that pissed me off in his career after he decided to stop being a R&B, one of the R&B kings out here. Cause that's what he was. He was on his way to being the R&B king. Then he started making that oonce shit, the fucking pump your fist and wear a puka shell necklace and open toe sandals in the club. He started making that type of shit. And I'm like, yo, what is this nigga doing? But he was doing shit that was trying to keep him, he was doing shit to keep himself relevant. Making songs that didn't sound like an Usher song, even though it's like, and I'm one of those people that hate the whole put people in a box type of thing. But you can tell that those are songs that he didn't want to do. You can tell that those are songs he genuinely don't like to perform or even record the motherfuckers. He was just doing the shit because he knew that this was something that was hot at the moment, the genres that was popping, in the way that he can continue to make money flow. Not that he needed the money, because he had people under him that was doing very well, like people like Justin Bieber and people, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of motherfuckers. But and just the fact that he has a huge catalog, and the fact that he's Usher. This motherfucker can tour the world every year just based off of his legacy. But he went and did that weird shit and started changing up his style in a way that you can tell it didn't fit him. You can tell when people change up their style and how they pretty much are elevating their music or just evolving in their craft. That's not what he was doing. Usher was out there fucking trying to just fist pump his way to the charts, and I was not digging that shit. Kid at Heart says The Weeknd, Travis Scott, The Dream, but Tpain paved the way, though he the GOAT, of course. And Tpain can rap and sing. What more do y'all? Yeah, Tpain can rap his ass off too. That's what motherfuckers don't even understand. Like, Tpain can rap like a motherfucker. For sure. Hit that like button too. If y'all watching this shit, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to GMS fam. Cat in the Hat said Tpain had shit on lock, then Future put that hood womanizer shit to auto-tune with the 808s and changed the game forever. Future is the toxic god. Corin Stevens said, LOL, good luck convincing people The Weeknd, Travis Scott, and The Dream used auto-tune better than Tpain. You are tripping, bro. Yeah, no, I don't think they used it better than him. I think they just kind of rode that wave. Just like I said, when it's hot and people, that's one thing that people don't understand, especially like people that want to become artists and want to evolve in the game, or just if you just want to be hot out here, one thing you have to do is pay attention to the shit that everybody else is doing. And if that's something that you feel like doing, that's part of your character, do that. But it in the long run, it's gonna probably make you feel out of place when you realize that you were doing a lot of shit you didn't want to do, and you were just doing the shit just to do it because you wanted to get hot, and then people know you for this. People treat you like a certain way that you know isn't you. It's like it's a lot of aspects that go into it. But one thing that you always have to do is look at what other people are doing, man, and try to figure out your way or your lane through the shit. And that's really how a lot of these people, a lot of these artists, like you say, a lot of the shit sounds the same. It's because people are watching what other people are doing that is making them hot, and they are mimicking it. And it's working for them. You know what I'm saying? You keep asking how it's so easy. How all these new artists popping up? How all these niggas getting so famous? How all these niggas popping out? Because we're in a generation where people are complacent with people sounding the same now and using the same beats and using the same cadences and the same words in every fucking song because it's lit and that's what the fuck they want to do. And I guess that's what's working for people. But I guess I can't, I'm not going to speak for the entire generation. I just can see, I'm just speaking off of what I can see. And I'm not with that type of shit. I think, for one, we need to keep continuing to give our legends the flowers that they deserve, especially when people birth a whole entire generation of motherfucking kids that act like them and do the same things that they do. Tpain is one of those people who will go down in history as somebody who changed the entire game, whose catalog will stand the test of time, and who will forever continue to be the type of entertainer that he is currently on down the road, just based off of his character and who he has been over the years. Tpain has literally been the same guy since day one, as far as like who he is, who's his character, who he portrays to be. Like, that's one thing I appreciate about Tpain. He's never put on a character. There's a lot of characters in the game. There's a lot of characters who pretend to be something they not. I think Tpain genuinely makes his music as Tpain, the artist, and I think when he gets behind the camera and gets interviewed or talked to, and when he wants to interact with his fans, he is exactly who his government name is and who he grew up to be. And I can appreciate that from, you know, especially big artists, because like I said, a lot of people put up these fucking facades and a lot of people create these characters and don't be who they really are. And I see through that shit. And I genuinely, and if you knew my favorite artists and the people that I listen to, you know that I read people very well. And I only listen to certain people who really, like, I feel like are genuinely authentic. And Tpain happens to be one of those people. So shout out to Tpain. Fuck all that bullshit and everybody who tried to tear him down during his career, especially being the type. Like, I saw Tpain live, man. My first concert ever in life as a youth was the Lil Wayne and Tpain concert, the I Am Music concert, or the I Am Music tour, and it came to the Target Center. And I remember Tpain's set where he did not use auto-tune. He sat down. First of all, he was doing a set. He was dancing his ass off. He had this whole fucking stage set up like a circus and all these dancers and fucking little people and contortionists and just all types of just wild shit, right? And then there was a moment in the show where he sat his ass down, got on the piano, and played and sang his ass off. Had the entire arena with their jaws on the ground. Because at that point in time, in the early 2000s, nobody knew Tpain could really sing. Because everybody was so fixated on the auto-tune part without even trying to realize that, yo, you have to actually try to sing when using auto-tune to make auto-tune work. A lot of people think you can just do, like, they have stronger versions now of auto-tune where, you know, they can fix the key and fix the pitch, and all these people can, that sound horrible without auto-tune can sound amazing now because of the way that pitch corrects. But this guy, nobody knew. Everybody knew him as auto-tune and as the fun turn up, making all these hits. Man, when he sat down and sang that shit, everybody gave him a standing ovation and just was like, yo, this dude can really sing. So shout out to Tpain, man. We know how talented you are. We know that you came a long way, and we know that the work that you put in this game, in this industry, in this entertainment world is not in vain. You are a legend, and we fuck with you. We love you, man. We give you your flowers while you are here and not while you are gone. Shout out to Tpain. What up, Brim Dog? Corn Stevens said people always get tired of monotony, and then either a new style or a new genre emerges. Yeah, for real, for real. Now, let's get to some other shit real quick. I'm staying on the artist. This is the artist-filled show today. We're going to talk about some shit. Shout out to Tpain, but we're going to talk about this shit right here. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this shit that's been making its rounds on the internet for the past couple days. Yo. So TRICKDADDY Dollars, the legend himself, Mr. You Don't Know Nah, decided to hop in a a clubhouse chat. People were talking about some shit, and it seemed like he had some words for Queen B and JAYZ. Let's hear what my man had to say.
Beyonce ain't trying to give back the music and that. Beyonce don't write music, and Betty can sing her motherfuckers. So Beyonce can't sing.
I don't like Beyonce.
Okay.
She definitely can't sing.
I don't know why they be thinking she can sing. They just
Man, I watched my godmama train Beyonce give her vocal lessons all her career, man. Beyonce can't sing.
All she do is holler.
Listen, Beyonce, she can
Kelly
sing,
over
but
her.
she not raw like that.
I take Kelly over her.
I'm gonna say my unpopular opinion right now. Beyonce is to R&B what JAYZ is to New York. That's why they together. JAYZ ain't never won the greatest rapper alive. Whoever put him on a level of that. New York lost Biggie. They needed a hero. They wanted to be the mega of hip hop, and they just handed it over to JAYZ. You go back and you do the history of record. Beyonce fucking.
So if y'all understood anything that Mr. Sherm Stick Daddy said, Mr. Cocaine in the Blunt, he said that Beyonce can't sing, that she can't really sing, which was followed by a few hating ass women in the background talking about, I don't know why people think she can sing, and she really can't sing. Coming from people who most likely can't carry a goddamn tune as well as their dignity or respect. And then he followed with JAYZ not being the greatest or whatever. Now, first of all, whoever you feel like is the greatest, that's subjective. Not everybody feels like JAYZ is the greatest rapper alive. But how he put it, trying to describe, the fact that Biggie died and people wanted to just hand over the greatest title over to JAYZ as if JAYZ wasn't, actually actively working towards becoming one of the greats out here. That's just ridiculous. And JAYZ has a catalog to prove his legacy, so we're not even gonna waste no time in that. And also, I think we have an immense amount of footage of Beyonce singing, raw vocals singing, and I'm pretty sure everybody watching this left the room saying Beyonce could sing. I don't know where this came from. I don't understand why TRICKDADDY decided to do this. Maybe he just wanted to have some shit go viral or whatever the case may be. I don't put it past nobody, because people say really crazy shit just to get the blogs to pick it up. This is one of those things, because there's no way you can listen to anything that Beyonce has done and been like, oh, that bitch can't sing. Or if you fucking listen to, or you paid attention to JAYZ's career, you can't be like, oh, that dude ain't one of the GOATs. You know what I'm saying? You can't, there's no way. Now, like I said, it's subjective, but this is just plain not facts. You can't say that a person who has spent their entire life, I'm talking about since they were a child, winning star, did she win or lose Star Search? Whatever she did, she was on Star Search as a child. She has been singing her entire life. She's been touring her entire life. She has been using and abusing her vocal cords her entire life. You cannot fix your lips to say that Beyonce can't sing or even hum or even whistle. I do not know what Trick had in his blunt that morning, but it sure wasn't just weed. He said Trick need a translator. Michael Jackson and Prince are the poster boys of the falsetto and look at their female fan base. Women are attracted to males singing in falsetto. Yeah, that's kind of true. I see that. I most definitely see that. But and now Trick Daddy doesn't shy away from getting into altercations with people or saying things about certain people that may be an unpopular opinion. But people also don't shy away from going in on Trick Daddy himself. This is one of those people who decided that she wanted to let Trick Daddy know about himself. Let's listen to this.
Like your looks. And the more you lie on me, the more your face is gonna keep melting like an old chocolate brownie on a hot Miami sunny day. You talking about I look like shit when shit look like it should be your first name. Front and center on your birth certificate. Name, shit, manure, young doodle. You had the OG Snoop Dogg come down to Miami, coming to Sunday, thinking he patronizing your restaurant.
That was my favorite part. I gotta rewind that shit. Listen to her whole name. She named
and center on your birth certificate. Name, shit, manure, young doodle. You had the OG Snoop Dogg come down to Miami, coming to Sundays, thinking he patronizing your restaurant. And that ain't even your restaurant, Trickiana. That's E-Class Restaurant, the CEO of Po' Boy Entertainment. And that's why you telling people to unfollow me on my social sites, because I'ma spit the real. Tell the truth why you said you gonna do everything in your power to keep me off the show. Somebody you claim that nobody knows. You afraid I'ma sabotage your reputation with them fake ass storylines y'all got going on. Let me tell your old stale dog biscuit face ass something. You and your 5 sagging chins. If you and that sickly looking Christmas tree on top of your head keep me in your mouth, I'ma have a field day roasting your ass. And boy, don't you ever talk about somebody having some shitty breath with them old ass Coke 45 beer cans attached to your gums. Fool, you should be the shitty shake mascot or logo. With all that aluminum in your grill, your mouth should have COVID-19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Nigga, you should have a contract with all the local garbage companies. Your mouth make dumpster juice. And you love calling me broke, but bitch, why you over there on Bigo like the everyday average ass Joe? I thought you said you was getting money over there on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Oh, you wanted some of that shield, dragon, and yacht money, huh? Nigga, get off the gas. You struggling like everybody else during the pandemic. Always looking like somebody hit you in the face with a bag of mixtape CDs. With that ugly ass hairline looking like a grizzly bear slapped the shit out of you. Bitch, you be on national TV with funeral makeup on, trying to hide all them goddamn cradle.
Yo, she is going in, fam. What is this? Back it up. She said my nigga be on here with funeral makeup on.
Get off the gas. You struggling like everybody else during the pandemic. Always looking like somebody hit you in the face with a bag of mixtape CDs. With that ugly ass hairline looking like a grizzly bear slapped the shit out of you. Bitch, you be on national TV with funeral makeup on, trying to hide all them goddamn craters and liver spots in your face. Supreme Domino pizza face ass nigga. Boy, your face would spoil my appetite. I wouldn't dare eat round you. You a full grown ass man trying to create a hairline with black spray. Fuck wrong with you. Let me tell your first place casket ready looking ass something. You and the Gulf of Mexico tattooed in front of your forehead need to have several seats with your two-tone face and neck ass. That liver spot on your face look like somebody took a cigarette and put it out on your forehead. And I'm getting sick and tired of this little Pepe Le Pew mustache. If you don't get that Smitty bullshit off your face, alopecia rata thin and hair ass nigga, always talking about somebody and looking like the shit emoji. Oh no.
We witnessed a murder just now. We just witnessed a murder. Pure murder. Premeditated. That's what just happened. Did you hear her? Did you? And then it didn't even sound like she was done. I think the video just cut off. Cause it's just like, yo, what was said? What happened? Why did she go in like this? What possessed her to do this? Is that a new one? Oh Lord. Do we have to hear Kaya? Do we got to hear Kaya? Uh-oh. I think we got to hear Kaya, y'all. Hey, we can't stop there. We can't stop there. Somebody else went off on Trick, and I need to find. Here we go. Is this it? No, that's not it. That's Kaya, but I need to find that video, man, because she went nuts. Is this it?
Ted stole all your money. Slip and Slide Records. It ain't my fault Ted stole all your money and you ain't got another hit in you. He took your youth, gave them whores and hound dogs to you and let them get you sick, and now you ain't got enough energy to even stand up in the studio long enough to write a hit. Don't get mad at me. I love you, TWD. I fuck with you. You cook me collard greens, chicken, even though it tastes like wood. Have you ever went over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? You see the macaroni soggy, the peas all mush, and your chicken tastes like wood and cocaine because you was snorting the whole time, not washing your hands. Fuck, nigga, I didn't even want to eat nothing at your house. But I didn't tell nobody that.
This is my favorite part.
I'm dead, y'all. I done fell out. I'm dead. I'm back alive, bitch. The death angel following you. It ain't following me.
Yo, what is peep, they was having a field day roasting my man Trick Daddy Dollars, aka Sherm Stick McGee. Yo, the memes, the fucking where is this shit when they say he looked like a California raisin? Boy, I damn near shit myself. They said he looked like a California raisin. A California raisin. They said this man really said Beyonce can't sing. Where is this shit, man? I need to do the side by side. They said Trick. Oh my God. Oh my God. Those are the worst mugshots I've ever seen. Jesus. Where is this? Where is the California rate? Ah, there we go. There we go. They said my man Trick looked like the California raisins. He said, I missed it. What Trick do? Trick tried to say that Beyonce couldn't sing and that JAYZ ain't the king of New York, or ain't the greatest rapper alive, some other shit, only to have the BEYHIVE go so far as to drop his fucking restaurant from a 4.9 to a 4.0 in just 2 hours. So I don't even know where it is now. It's got to be at least in the low 3s as far as reviews go. But you can, bro, the BEYHIVE is one of the most ruthless gangs on the internet. The BEYHIVE will take you out. They will make you rethink what you just said. They will make you backtrack. They will make you fold. The BEYHIVE is not to be messed with. The BEYHIVE, the Barbs, fucking all these fucking groups of fans. They just come out of nowhere and they bombard you and they make sure they hit you where it hurt. And Trick Daddy got this restaurant and they went and pulled them reviews and oh my God. No hesitation whatsoever. It's ridiculous. The BEYHIVE don't play. Shout out to them. I wouldn't mess with them. I wouldn't want no smoke with the BEYHIVE. He said, yeah, he can't write another damn tragic. Yeah, that's and that's another thing. There was a clip, and I don't think I could play it. Fuck it, I'll play it. Hopefully they don't flag me. I'll play it.
You don't say I started all this. Where is your music, boy? You're doing music like you still in 1998, boy. Ooh. The last time you was on a record is because Trina was on there. Everybody is right here in this audience. I've heard Trina over the last 10 years. Have we heard Trick Daddy? Hell no. So let's talk about it.
He be having Trina snapping. And I know they've been through it because them motherfuckers been knowing each other for years. They like brother and sister at this point, but I feel like Trina had to let that shit out because Trick Daddy be talking his shit, and we know Trick Daddy for being Trick Daddy. He ruthless. He say some shit. Matter of fact, I think one of the funniest things y'all can watch, and this is me showing love to the legend Trick Daddy, because just because he said this doesn't make him not a legend. But I need y'all to go and watch Trick Daddy's first interview on Drink Champs with Nori. If you haven't seen it, if you have not seen that, go watch it. It is the funniest shit you will watch in podcast history. Do you understand me? Trick Daddy has, first of all, the funniest stories, and just the way that he like tells those motherfuckers. He had the entire room crying, laughing. I'm telling you, Trick Daddy is a funny ass dude too, so I don't put that past him. But like I said, go watch that interview when you get a chance. Trick Daddy on Drink Champs, his first appearance. Make sure it's his first one. I think it's from like a few years back. Make sure you go watch that shit. It's fucking hilarious. Now, I am not the one for shock value, but I understand people's need for it when they're in the spotlight, especially when they go down the road of being on something like Love and Hip Hop. That's one of the most shock value having ass platforms around. And I think it's fucked up that we have become so immune and so invested in some shit like that, especially when it reflects our culture and our people in such a weird, stupid ass way. I hate the fact that people support Love and Hip Hop, but hey, that's the age and the times that we're in. People give a fuck about weird shit like that. But I can't find myself to become a fan of that shit. I will never become a fan of Love and Hip Hop or any of those weird reality shows that show our people doing weird ass shit. Lowered his restaurant rating to a 2.9. Oh my God. King Lukey said BEYHIVE are garbage opinion people. Yeah, see, they're all, it's a cult. So what happens is when you fuck with the leader of a cult, that cult will come for your neck and your head top, and you have to be prepared for that, especially when you say things and you're a person with notoriety, and people can take what you say and play it through blogs and get attention through it and get hits on it, make it go viral, and then end up having to go and apologize for some shit that you was saying from the heart. We can tell that Trick Daddy just doesn't like them motherfuckers. We can tell he just doesn't like them motherfuckers. Because there's no reason for him. There was no reason for it. Why were they even on that topic? I have no idea. I don't know why. But it seems like people be holding in so much hate for other motherfuckers. It's weird. Like, you just sit up there and you just harbor this shit. You be thinking to yourself about why these people are so lit, why everything good happened to these people, and I'm over here getting the shitty end of the stick without even looking at yourself. Bruh, you smoke sherm. You put blow in your blunts mixed with the weed. Now, I'm not saying that this will hinder you from things, but I will say that they will alter your state in a way where some things you just don't give a fuck about. Now, I'm not the one that has ever did sherm or even sprinkle motherfucking blow on a blunt, but I know that that is something that wouldn't make motherfuckers productive. Clearly, we haven't heard a Trick Daddy hit in years. This dude still has to perform You Don't Know Nan and all the other shit that was turned up back in the early hip-hop days. You know what I'm saying? And I think he needs to stay out of the conversation of who can sing. Like, people who can't sing, I don't care what anybody says. If you can't sing, shut the fuck up talking about who you think can sing and can't sing. Now, you can say who you're a fan of. You can say who you like to hear sing. You can say that this person is better than that person. But when it comes to saying who can and can't sing, and you can't hum, sing, or skip, stay out the fucking conversation, especially when you have so much roastable material just off your appearance alone. These motherfuckers, all they had to do was post Trick Face on the internet and just let everybody else have at it. It was an easy target. It was an easy way for for social media to get on his ass. They looked at my man's California raisin-shaped head and they went in. That was the best roast I've ever heard in my life. I'm still tripping off that. I'm still tripping off that alone. But yo, GMS family, y'all know what time it is. Everybody in the chat, I need to see those GMSs in the comments. If you are watching this right now, and if your fucking thumbs work, I need you to put a GMS in the chat right now as I shout out everybody's names. That's what I need y'all to do. Can y'all do that for me? Can y'all hold me down, GMS family? Can y'all do me a solid? Can y'all do me that solid? Let me see them GMSs. What's up? Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hold up. You already know what time it is. I need y'all to do me a solid, man. I'm about to post this in the chat. So I need y'all to click this link. I'm gonna post both the links down here. Look for my name in there. Look for the link and click that link, y'all. Click both them links. The first link is the link to the beat tapes. The beat tapes that I have right now, GMS episode 1 through 4. You can find those on Bandcamp right now. If you click that first link, go listen to them, go support. You can go and purchase them as well. But they're also absolutely free to listen to and download if you want to help support your boy. Also, you can support me by hitting my Cash App, which is right above my head. As you can see, $ Jaquan Pittman 50. Follow me on my socials right here. I follow people. I follow everybody back. The second link that you see below the first link is to the GMS shop, where you can go and you can purchase GMS jersey, a GMS shirt, a GMS rolling tray. Help support your boy, man. This is my job. This is what I do. I'm trying to make this a living. I'm trying to increase these subscriptions. I'm trying to increase the audience. First of all, GMS fam, thank y'all for always pulling up my habitual pull-uppers. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. You know, I'm going to shout y'all out right now. JR Miller, Lady Aries, Corin Stevens, Kid at Heart, The Cat in the Hat, Fooster, Files, Big Bro, what's happening? Hey, Brim Dog in this motherfucker. Tehadora NYC, always spreading information. King Lukey, JG, Kima Seals. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and supporting your boy, man. You already know what time it is. Please do me that favor. Like I said, if you want to support, hit your boy's Cash App. Support by following me on my socials. Go to and hit those links, man. Hit those fucking links and go hit up those GMS volumes, man. Listen to those shits while you smoke, clean the house, drive around, whatever you want to do. And hit the GMS shop and purchase you some GMS merch. All right? Appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Good night.